welcome to the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. Really excited to be back. This is season 3, episode 51. I can't believe we even made it this far.
That's crazy.
Thank you so much to everyone that has been watching. If this is your first time watching or the first time hearing this, because we are now on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, and other stuff, thank you guys so much. It's incredible that we've made it this far. A little bit about the podcast. We're a podcast that talks about music, the music industry, and also relationships. My name is Alwa Gordon. I rep that 88 over everything. Hey. That's 88 over everything every single motherfucking day, and I am here with one of my good friends.
It is your boy, Costco K Sheezy, the Don Weezy. Hey. I do have an executive membership still, and it still hasn't expired. After 51 episodes, it still has not expired, and I'm still getting cash back at the end. You can get always a cereal 3-pack. It has never stopped. You get the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you get the cornflake. It never fucking stops. It never stops.
Hey, super excited to have Krishan here, man. God, I've missed some of this shit, man.
Yeah,
like,
me too,
we were
man.
off for a couple weeks, and now we're back. It's fucking sick. I'm also here with...
I'm Paradise, and that's about it.
Damn, how you gonna serve him up on the intro like that? You gotta give him something.
At least lie.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You guys have to watch and find out about me. I'm Paradise. I've known these guys for a while.
Hey.
About 10 years. And yeah, I'm super excited to be here. Super excited to find out what you guys want to know about us.
Hey.
We're gonna switch it up a little bit this season and see what happens.
Hey, before we get the podcast started, we do have to address the elephant in the room. Our wonderful co-host and really good friend, E-Man Days. You guys know him as the ladies' man. Unfortunately, will not be here with us for season 3. He just had a baby, and he thought it might be a little bit more important to focus on that at the moment, which we totally respect. So you guys need to go to his profile, shout him out, let him know that you miss him, let him know that you want him back for season 4. We send him nothing but love. We wanted to change up kind of the way that we do the Lab Boys podcast. One of the things we thought we could really improve on is just kind of talking more about ourselves, less just topics, but more about what's going on in our lives, giving you guys a chance to know us a little bit better. For anybody that's watching this and just doesn't know essentially who I am and what I do, I'm a musician based out of Santa Cruz. I've been making music, I want to say, for well over 15 years. Primarily make rap, hip-hop, and soul music. In 2016, I started an independent music label called 88 Over Everything, which produces this podcast. It produces music events. I'm also a music producer, so someone that's just really in tune with the local scene. I've also been really lucky to travel. Most recently, I was in Austin, Texas at South by Southwest. I'm just big flexing over here. You guys really can't tell. Hey.
You went to South by Southwest. This is a big deal, man.
I did, man. But before we get into that, that's just a little bit about me. Krishan, you want to talk just a little bit about yourself for the people that maybe don't know you?
Dude, okay. Well, I think everyone does know me, but the people that don't, my name is Krishan. I came up here in Santa Cruz. Me and this dude started music way young. We were like 14 years old. I've done music for the longest time, and also doing videos and just always creating content since we were kids, and it's still, look, it's 2019, still doing the same type shit, and now we're on a podcast tip, so super happy to be here. Season 3, man, I'm excited.
I really can't believe that we're back and we made it. Like, I don't know if you guys like know how big of a deal this is, but it's incredible to have done something for 51 weeks. If you're a musician or a creative person, you understand that consistency is what's going to push you to the next level. Paradise, you want to talk a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, I'll give a little more.
Like, y'all gonna learn about it.
Yeah. So, I'm Paradise. I've been singing and doing music since I can remember.
I thought you said, I'm sorry. I thought you were like, I'm Paradise. I've been single since I can remember. I literally thought that's what you
my
said.
God. We'll talk about it on the podcast.
We'll get there. No, I've been singing since forever, and actually the first collab I ever did had these guys on it, so that's how we met. Yeah, Illusions. So that was really sick.
Shit.
Yeah, back in the day.
Was that your first collaboration?
That was my first collab ever.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
let's talk about a throwback.
These guys. And yeah, ever since then, we've all kept in touch. And then I recently just moved back to Santa Cruz from San Diego and guest featured on a couple of the podcasts.
Hey.
And was lucky enough
She did alright.
I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to be here for season 3. So you're gonna find out a lot about us, and yeah, I'm excited.
Hey, Krishan, when does this podcast start?
Ooh, I am back with it.
We totally said we weren't going to do a lot of that this season. We're getting right into it.
Before this, hold up, I'm gonna keep it real. Before this, they were like, let's just focus and like just be genuine.
Yeah, because that's the focus, man.
And then this is what happens.
I mean, sometimes you gotta dance it out.
When them two get together, they become wild as fuck.
Come on,
it's funny because that is genuine. That's actually genuine.
That's true. This is them, honestly.
Hey,
being stupid.
When does it start?
When does this podcast start?
It looks like the podcast for season 3, episode 51 starts right now.
Hey! Krishan, you asked me that question that we didn't rehearse.
No, you know what? I've always been envious of this whole thing. I've heard a lot of artists in the industry talk about it.
Yeah.
South by Southwest. Right? Last year you were there. You rapped for Sway. Sway is a legend.
Yeah.
You went again this year?
Yeah, I didn't rap for Sway this year.
That sucks.
No,
Tell me
about
good. South by Southwest this year.
It looked fun.
For anyone that doesn't know what South by Southwest is, it's a music festival based in Austin, Texas. It's not just a music festival; it's also a art, film, and then technology conference, kind of all rolled into one. It was really crazy, a really, really dope experience. Shout out to New Fame. Those are the artists that brought me out. They're the reason I even got an artist wristband. And keep it real, I was flexing hard with that. I was skipping to the front of the line and shit, just like standing around like, oh yeah, I'm an artist. You're good. I was getting in lines I shouldn't get into.
Yeah.
They kicked me out of them, but I was still flexing. I was like, yo, I'm still good.
People are like, you're like, I'm an artist. I don't know you.
Like, that's not what we asked you. But it was a really, really dope time. A lot of people that follow me on like Instagram or like interact with me on Facebook are also creatives, right? So I did want to share something that I learned out there, and hopefully you guys can learn something from it.
Go ahead.
So one of the coolest things about South by Southwest is they also have conferences. One of the conferences I attended was put on by Kosha Dills. If you guys don't know who Kosha Dills is, he's a really, really inspirational do-it-yourself, DIY rapper. Definitely check him out. You guys like those acronyms. I love it. He's really, really dope, but the conference that he put on was how to make $50,000 in 1 year for music. Yeah. And I learned really like 2 important hacks, right? There's 2 ways you can really go about it.
Right.
The first is with merch. So for me, one of my biggest issues was I didn't have the money to put aside to buy merch to sell. What I found out is you can open up what's called a Shopify account, and then there's also a company called Printly, which does print on demand.
Yeah, Vanessa was telling me about that.
So what you can do is you can upload your designs, have it on your website, people click buy, they print it, and they ship it directly to them. Which is really dope. The second hack that I realized, and this is crazy, like shout out to Kosha Dills for even putting this out in the world, but what they suggested is if you're an artist, take the lyrics, like your favorite lyrics from one of your songs. For me, it's I just want to make it before I go. Take that lyric, search that lyric as a hashtag on Twitter, and there's your audience for the merch. You take that lyric and you print it on a shirt, and you literally just market that shirt directly to that audience.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Right?
Think about
and then when you do that, you sell them that shirt, it comes with a free download of a song. So they're buying the merch just because of what it says on it, but all of a sudden they become your fan.
Nice.
So yeah, that shit's crazy. South by Southwest. I actually want to read something to you guys real quick, and then I'm gonna fucking stop flexing so hard because you know that's the life I live. So I got this message. Yeah, this is gonna be so fucking funny. I got this message.
I feel like we haven't talked.
I'm sorry, man. I'm big flexing, dude. I'm big flexing out here, dude.
Go ahead.
It's the lab boy this time.
Dude.
I'm flexing, dude. I'm flexing.
Happy for you.
So I just want to get this one message off and just get you guys' opinion on like.
Hurry up, man.
So
fuck.
I got a message from a friend of mine. Okay.
You got no friends.
And I'm just gonna read off to you what it says. Okay.
Go ahead, man.
I know someone from Texas who's where you're at. His name is, not gonna put his name out there. If you're performing, it would be funny if you gave a shout out and just let him know, I know he works for the CIA. LOL would be funny. His DJ name is, so maybe you could just give a shout out and say, Melly knows who you work for. LOL, he's there with a group of men for a bachelor party.
Oh, so he a snitch?
I said, LOL, what the fuck? And she said, just before you play, just say, here, there's some CIA operatives in here.
Yo, what the fuck, yo?
You have to do it for me. I said, LOL, I'm not going to do any of that, but I appreciate you trying to connect me.
You have to do it for meth. That's paranoid weird shit.
So what do you guys think?
The fuck?
I honestly don't know what to think.
I had no idea.
I don't even know what to
imagine,
think.
dude,
I need a minute
and she's trying to slip it in like a normal conversation.
Just imagine,
you gotta do it for me.
Like imagine me being like, like miles and miles away, working really hard, and like trying to like, connect with as many people as I can, and I get this message that's like, hey, I know someone and they're in the CIA. Can you shout them out and then also shout out that they're in the CIA? It's like,
weird.
Yeah.
Super trippy.
Yeah, so that was South by Southwest. It was fucking lit, man. It was fucking lit. Paradise, you were just in San Diego, right? Almost at the same time. How was that?
Yeah, it was super fun. I got to see a bunch of my friends. Shout out to you guys. Yeah, it was super sick.
How generic. Shout out to all my friends.
Imagine all the friends are all like watching together.
That's us.
It was super fun, and then it was St. Patty's weekend. They had like a bagpipist playing at the bar. That was wild.
Bagpiper?
Yeah.
Bagpiper.
It was super fun. It kind of made me miss San Diego because there's so many options and so many things to do.
Hey,
but
I like that.
I love Santa Cruz because it's my hometown, so
That's dope. Any crazy drunk stories?
No.
That's like none you want to share. I got you. I just got a
Everybody has crazy fucking drunk stories.
Some you can share on the podcast, some you can't. Krishan, why don't you hit us off with a fresh little topic?
You know what? This has been in my mind for a very long time. Right? We've been talking about it.
I don't know what.
A lot of times I'll just come over here. Either I'll drop something off, or record a song or something, but then we just get caught up in a fucking conversation. Right?
We do.
And recently we got in this conversation about manipulating love.
Ooh, okay, yeah, we totally did. Wow, okay, good.
Do you remember?
I know the vibes. I know the vibes.
Alright. So we were talking about
Season 3, bitch.
We were talking about how if you are with somebody and they are not happy with the person that you are, right? And they are trying to control who they want you to be. Is that real love? Because they are manipulating that love.
No.
That love is controlled, right?
That's not real love.
Do they really love you?
I don't think it's. I don't think it's real love. And when we were talking about it, I was talking about like when people will manipulate a person into loving them, and then also not being able to accept that love because they knew it wasn't genuine, right? They manipulated that person to get that. I feel like anytime you're manipulating another person for your personal gain, that's not love. You can't love someone and want them to only do what you want to satisfy your needs. That's not genuine.
Do you think there's no love in that person's heart for that person?
I think that there might be love, but I don't think that they're able to express it properly.
Genuine love.
Maybe, right? I definitely don't think it's genuine love. I think we all have different ways of expressing that, but in that situation, nah, I can't.
I think specifically we were talking about how we know some people that, might be in a relationship and, hold on. And
nobody in particular.
No. And a girl might be controlling, right? Might be controlling. Might want to dominate the relationship.
She might.
Right? Set all these rules and just kind of...
Or a guy. Girls, they got you. Or a guy. Or the guy.
Or, but I'm just using...
That's why we got her on the podcast.
Hey! Or just kind of just like emasculate, the man or whatever. Just kind of break him down.
Right.
And that's where they're happy. They like to just do that. They like to hold power over the relationship, and then resent them for not being a man.
Yeah, Paradise, can you help us out with this? Like, because
what I wanted to know is can a person like that ever be happy in a relationship?
I don't think so. Well,
I can talk a little on that.
Help us, please.
So in one of my first real relationships, I was honestly probably kind of how you guys would describe manipulative, but like I remember
you were the manipulative one.
Yeah, I remember. Well, not I wouldn't consider it manipulative, but
no, I can see it. I can
back,
see it. I'm just kidding.
Maybe I was like, what? Maybe looking back, like it falls along the lines of what you guys are saying. But for example, like the guy smoked, and I really truly loved him, and so I didn't want him to smoke because it was bad for him. Yeah, but I guess in a way that's selfish because maybe smoking makes him happy, and who am I to judge the quality of life based on how long it is? So it's like if it made him happy to smoke, I should have maybe just stepped out of the way and been like, you know what, smoke, if that makes you happy, I love you and I want you to be happy. But I guess in a way it was selfish because I wanted him to be around longer. So I didn't want him to smoke. So in my mind I was like, I love him, I don't want him to smoke, it's bad for him. So that's like the kind of...
But it was selfish though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is like looking back, it's selfish of me to ever try and change
because it was like, I want to keep him around for me, not I want him to be happy for himself.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, well, I wanted him to be happy for himself, but like I thought I knew better. I honestly thought I knew better. So I was like, once this person stops smoking, they'll feel better, they'll be able to feel healthier, be happier. But that's not for me to decide. So like now moving forward, I don't do that anymore because I think it is selfish.
If I can ask,
in the night, hear him talk. The cold story.
In the moment, did you realize that was a mistake?
No, of course not.
Okay.
No, I didn't know at the time because I thought I was doing what's best for him, and maybe it was what he's saying. Maybe it was what was best for me at the time.
Okay, so moving forward then.
Yeah.
Moving forward then, do you think it's important to accept somebody for who they are
100%.
With their flaws?
100%. Not even just with their flaws, but even their bad habits. I feel like if I don't, like I personally have decided for myself, like I'm not gonna date someone who smokes every day. Like occasional smoker, fine, but like I just can't because it makes me sad because I'm like thinking long term and I'm like, this person's fucking up their health.
Yeah.
So and then I remember that one of the biggest arguments that was had was like alcohol versus cigarettes. And it was like, well, alcohol's even worse for you than cigarettes. People do a bunch more things. So it's like everyone has their poison. Right. And you either accept it and move forward or you don't.
Right.
Yeah, I would not touch someone's habits, good or bad, from now on, ever. Well, I shouldn't say from now on. From then on, I learned.
Yeah.
That's what's up. I was hoping you could provide a little bit of clarity. No. That's perfect. But like kind of like what Krishan was saying, because I've never understood this before, and I've seen it happen a lot, where women will get with a man, emasculate him, right? Kind of beat him down, right? Kind of beat him down, and then will turn around and not be attracted to that person the same way because they're not the dominant male figure. Like, have you ever seen that or experienced that? Can you provide any type of insight upon like what the fuck? Because I don't get that. That doesn't make any sense to me.
I mean, it doesn't make sense to me either. Because to the extent that I went, that was the extent that I went. But like, I have never done that or seen that.
You've never seen that?
No, but you know, flip side, not to just play the girl card here, but like flip side, what I've seen and what I'm currently seeing in someone's relationship is that the guy is super manipulative, but in a way that's presented as loving. So like gifts.
Like to control them.
Yeah, gifts. Oh, and there's this actually. This is maybe too close, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it anyway.
Go ahead.
Oh crap! I'll leave the names out. I have a friend who's dating someone, and I don't know that this person's 100% happy, but like, I feel like they were on the brink of breaking up when this chick took this guy on a private island with. This is so much detail.
Who the fuck do you know that goes to private island?
Like a private island with a private jet.
I remember this. Yeah.
And then it's like, at that point, you kind of feel guilted into staying with the person some more.
Because how much they've shelled out and how much they are
what
doing
they
for
you. So like in the terms of my girlfriend who's dating this guy, he'll like always take her out to dinner, buy her like purses, like, you know, Gucci bags and stuff like that. So I feel, and in a way, it's isolating her. So in that sense, I've seen it from the male perspective, like breaking the girl down or like insecurities, because, you know, I don't know, girls get insecure and then they feel like, I'm so lucky that this guy still loves me, but it's like very manipulative.
And that's kind of sad too, because the girls actually start believing that there's nothing wrong there.
Yeah.
Right? They actually start throwing fault on themselves.
Oh my God, that's what's happening.
When
it's insane.
You know, when all this shit starts happening. I think again, I don't mean to reinforce the whole thing, but kind of what I was saying about the girl breaking the man down and then resenting them for not being a man.
Yeah.
Can they ever be happy? I just feel like I think they have, it's a paradox. They just have this whole thing,
right,
where they don't even know what they want, right? And I think the guy, in this example, right, just wants to make the person happy.
Yeah.
But for so long, you get caught up in trying to make them happy, not wanting to fight, not wanting to upset the person, not wanting to bring problems into the relationship. So you just shut up and do what you...
I have to say something. So Alwa mentioned this.
It's a podcast.
He was saying, if you make someone like manipulate someone to fall in love with you, then you'll never truly believe it because you manipulated the situation in the first place.
Exactly.
I totally agree with that because like even along the lines of like someone doing something to make you happy, that also has happened in my previous relationships, and like something stupid, like whatever it was, the person would do something to make me happy, but I knew it wasn't in their nature to do that. And so I always felt like it was like training someone.
Right.
It's because they wanted me to be happy, but I just wanted them to want to do something, and it wasn't in them. And I tried to force it, and no, it never, like, it didn't make me happy. And also, I feel like it's super weird because it's ironic because we fall in love with people for the people that they are.
A lot of also popping up here.
You know, we fall in love with people for the way that they are.
Yeah.
But then I think maybe just, I don't know if it's just women or men or both, but we somewhat try and change people once we're with them.
No.
And okay, well, always never done that, but like.
No, I have. That's not the right way, right?
Yeah, no, it's not right. I'm saying like you fall in love with someone for the way that they are, and then you get with them, like you get them, and then you try and modify it to make it this perfect thing. But what's beautiful about the person is that they're not perfect. You know, that's what attracts you to them in the first place.
But do you think that people by nature fall in love more with the person that they see the person can be, or do you think like that they more often fall in love with the person that they are? So like I've heard that
I think it's more rare to fall in love with someone for who they are rather than the potential of who they could be.
Really?
I think it's more rare. It's more genuine.
I don't know. Like I've always felt that.
I think initially you fall for like the person as they are, but as you get to know them, you may come across things that didn't necessarily meet your expectations, or that you kind of ignored because you were so infatuated with finding someone that kind of met some of your needs. But then as you get to know them better, you're like, damn, maybe they don't meet my needs, but maybe if they just changed this or they just did that, right?
And it keeps progressing.
And ultimately, that's not it. It took me like years and years and years to learn, and I'm still learning about it now. But like, if you truly love someone, you have to just want them to be happy, even if that's not with you. Like, that's genuine love. Like, I just want you to be happy, do what you want to do. I'm here to support that.
100%.
With respect, right? Boundaries, respect. But that's like what I think is true love.
Yeah, that's
right?
Crazy,
Selfless.
Right? It's crazy. It's so hard because then, I don't know, I find it really difficult for people, including myself, to be that way. Because you feel like, I've felt like this too, where it's like, well, I feel like I would be the best person for you. And so it's like, you want that to work, and then if it doesn't,
but you're
100% right.
But I also think when you're in love, there's also a selfish aspect too, right? When you're in, and I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but it's just real. When you're in love, you're also thinking about your feelings for that person. That's natural, you know? Like, this is what she said. I'm the best person for you, right?
Yeah.
This is a fucking big world. There's a lot of good people in this world. But when you're in love, that's just how you feel.
So let me ask you guys this. Okay, buddy.
Yeah,
you're in love.
There's a mic.
You're in love. You're in love, and we believe you. So have you guys ever been with someone and known that you weren't the right person for them?
No, I'm always the right person.
For real?
I've only been in love like once though.
Okay, wrong person asked. Paradise, have you ever?
I mean, can I add like something to that? Do you feel like you could be the right person for someone, but they're not the right person for you?
Of course.
So then, yeah, I think it's been in that situation.
Okay, so I guess elaborate then. Elaborate. if you
But
feel
I
like
don't
you're
know,
in,
man.
if you feel
I don't
like
know.
you are in love with somebody, right? And love is about
No, I mean
mutual connection.
not necessarily love. I'm just saying, have you ever been with someone, whether it was dating, actually a relationship, and you just knew that you weren't the right person for them? You guys had a good connection.
You know what?
Yeah.
Though? Here's the thing. I don't think. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Now
on
you
what
get
I
it.
just said.
Now he gets it.
I'm gonna go back on what
Season
I just
3?
said because I don't think that.
Flip-flopping?
I'm
Flip-flopping already?
Are you wearing
Guys.
flip flops?
The first episode of season 3, you flip-flopping?
What is it called? Mansplaining right now, or they're just interrupting. Anyways, so here's the thing. I don't think that you can, like what I just said. I was like, well, can I be the right person for them, but they're the wrong person for me? No, I don't think that that's possible because I think it has to be mutual. So.
No.
Yeah, because I think if I'm the right person for them, that would mean that they would have to be the right person for me. Because
not necessarily.
Because how can I be the best for someone?
Because that's why she feels.
Look at it like this.
Yeah, exactly.
But look at it like this. They may be at a point in their life where they need one thing, and you're gonna fit that. And you may be in a point in your life where you need something else.
Love is not need. Love is you don't need them, but you want them because.
Okay, well maybe just matching a want at that time. I've had people.
I've done that, but that's not. I don't feel like that was love, and I don't think it was right. Like, had it gone on for the rest of my life, neither of us would have been happy because I wouldn't have been fulfilled, which means that they wouldn't have been fulfilled because they would just want to make me happy if they truly love me.
Haven't you ever seen people that jump from relationship to relationship?
Yes.
And
my God.
every fucking time they're the most romantic. They're doing all these creative
posting
in-love
pictures.
shit and you're like
hanging out with their kids.
And they're saying,
y'all gotta fucking stop bringing your kids into that shit, man.
And they're saying super rare, like, just shit. You're just like
I found my person.
Dude,
like,
2 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, you said the same shit about somebody.
Right.
So it's like,
I think that comes from a need. That comes from a need of filling a void. Whereas, like, real, I want to sound judgmental, but like real love is not a need, and it's more like what can I bring to the relationship, not what can you give me. You know?
Yeah, but these relationships are always going to be imperfect, and it's never going to be by the book. It's always going to be just a fucking mess sometimes, or all over the place. We don't know.
So I got a question then. If you see that from a person, like, is there ever a good time to step in and be like, hey man, like, I don't want to be a dick, but like, you seem like you're jumping in and out of these relationships and you're probably not happy with yourself.
I say this shit all the time.
You actually will say that to somebody.
It depends on how close you are, right? If you're not close to my
maybe they're just fucking on your timeline. It's bugging you.
block them. I personally wouldn't butt into someone else's life. I would just block them from like my posts.
There's a girl that I know, and she
talk about it, King.
There's a girl that I know, and she is always with guys, not because of the guy, right?
Because of the money.
Just kidding. Because of the money in the fam.
Because of that Tatiana, that bust down. I want to see you bust down on a gang. Now, why is she with these dudes, man?
No, what these dudes like she's not focused on the actual guy. She doesn't think the guys are special. It's more about the image of having a relationship, having a boyfriend, and what that comes with, right? But she'll be with anybody, right? So it's like and then I often question: is she ever going to be happy?
I often question.
You know, is she ever going to be happy?
Dear diary, Kristen's back at it again.
I feel like
I wonder if she'll ever be happy.
No, I'm just saying.
P.S. I had P.F. Chang's last night. Didn't live up to the standards by a long shot. Oh man, it's season 3. We in this motherfucking, man. It feels really good to be back.
Have you been to P.F. Chang's?
No, man. I just called it out.
I didn't like it. I'm gonna be.
Oh come on!
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm being serious.
You don't want to do that.
Call the police.
Call 911.
You guys are in control.
We're in control. Sean, why don't you go ahead and press that button because it's already been 29 minutes. And we're still here. It's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast, season 3. It's episode 51. Feels like Paradise is jumping at it.
You want to talk about something? You want to talk about something?
You want to talk about some shit?
Yeah, it's along these lines. So, do you guys think
line them up?
loving someone is enough to make a relationship work?
No.
Okay. I want to take that one. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
So I think it involves a lot more than just love. I mean, certainly if you have genuine love for a person, but relationships are work. Yeah. Like, let's not be confused. Even if you love someone, they're not. Even if you love someone, it makes it a lot easier. And genuine love, but relationships are work. There's a lot of negotiation. There's a lot of compromise. Sometimes you have to put your feelings aside and support the other person. Sometimes you have to reconsider core beliefs that you've had since you were a kid.
But I also feel that's
true.
Deep.
That's so true, though.
But I also feel that genuine love.
That's why they pay me the big bucks.
You're not getting it.
I'm getting a little buck. Yo, real quick, dude. I want you guys to hear this rhyme that I wrote out in fucking Austin. Because I had people.
I'd tell myself.
I had people like. I would hop on stage and shit, and I had people like following me, right? Like on like Instagram. On Instagram and shit. I was just like, yo, get that guy.
Isn't that crazy? It's called following you,
but they also follow me on Spotify. So I was working out this rhyme,
he's also available on Spotify.
I was working out this rhyme, and I was like, a couple Spotify followers, a couple Spotify dollars. You know, like mixing up, like making up my own words. Hey, it's a motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. Krishan, what were you saying?
No, was I? Oh yeah,
you were saying something.
Is love enough?
No, I was saying that like you were saying.
Thanks for bringing us back, man. Is love enough?
Is love enough to make a relationship work? Right. So my immediate answer was no. That's my immediate answer.
What about your future answer?
I just feel that if you are truly in love with somebody, right? You will figure it out. Like, there's a lot of relationships that I know that have started out fuck, dude. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. There was no plan. But dude, and I've talked to old people before. Have you ever talked to an old person? They're like, yeah, when we were kids, we didn't know shit. I've talked to old people that said that shit. And later on, it always works out. As long as both of you guys have a mutual love and respect for each other, you figure it out.
But I've also seen people confusing love with just being used to a person.
Or habitual.
We just been together for so long, you feel like, man, I have to love this person. Like, you're just so used to the things that they do for you, or you're so comfortable knowing that you have a person that's going to support you. And I think people confuse that with real, genuine love.
I would agree.
And you can always ask yourself, like, do I want what's best for this person for themselves?
Okay, so then what is the question that you have to ask yourself when you are with somebody?
I literally just said that.
I feel like if you...
just finished with that, dude.
I feel like if you're questioning something when you're with someone...
Yeah.
That's a warning sign, first of all, because like...
No, not necessarily.
Fuck?
Not necessarily.
No, I feel like that because I feel like I wouldn't question it. I'd be like, okay, well, what do we... Like you were saying, like, okay, well, what do I need to do to make this work? I wouldn't be like, do I really want to make this work? Like, what do you mean questioning?
No, I mean, you can have questions about...
I feel like in the process, you're not always 100%. Like, I feel like in the process, sometimes you're figuring it out too. Like, you don't know that it doesn't go from 0% to 100% love. Like, sometimes you're like, you're going through the motions and, that's what...
Well, I heard something, it was like, I don't like you right now. Like, I always love you, but I don't like you.
Damn.
You know?
That's true.
Like sometimes you still love the person even if you're arguing, but you just don't like them at that time. So yeah, I understand like questioning things like that, but questioning like, I don't know, I feel like it's so hard. It really is just case by case, and it depends what kind of questions you're asking.
What is your definition of love? There you go. Let's just chalk it up at that. What is your definition of love? My
definition of love would honestly be the same for a friend as like a relationship. It would be wanting the best for that person. Like, truly wanting the best for that person. I think what differentiates a relationship for me as a friend is, like, for a relationship, I obviously, like, find you attractive and want to do shit with you. But that I wouldn't do with a friend.
Oh,
but
like
other than
sex?
that, like, things like that. But, like, other than that, I would say the same thing for, like, a true friendship.
Bust down.
I would say a true friendship is you want the best for them.
Yeah.
So you think that true friendship and true love share those similarities? You want what's best for that person.
You have their best interest at heart.
I think, and adding on to that, having the best interest at heart, even if that means
it's not you.
You're not involved.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that's...
Yeah, and that goes back to what he was saying. I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, I'm gonna add on to that. I mean, that's what
adding, dude. Like, this is 1 + 1, now it's 3.
You kind of killed it with that. That's perfect. But I would say, I mean, something that I've experienced, what I think is a really great example of.
You have a lot of experiences.
Yeah, it's a really great
Like
example.
South by Southwest.
It was pretty lit, man. I got a couple Spotify dollars. It's lit, man. But something I will add to that is I do think that a big piece of love is finding someone that understands you. Finding someone that, I don't want to say just listens to you, but understands what you're saying. And I think that it's almost priceless to find that, but I think that's a really good definition of love. There's a person that you're with understand you without you having to explain a lot of key details. Yeah.
Can you elaborate that?
No, I think
elaborate on that. Like,
recently
have you ever been in a relationship where you felt like you were misunderstood?
yeah.
There you go.
Have you ever been in a relationship where you felt like the person is
Just gets you? Or, sorry.
No,
On the ops side. On the ops.
It's just not doesn't even really think about you in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, I dated someone like that. Yeah, for sure. And flip side, I've also experienced being with someone who completely gets me. And so once you experience that, you don't really settle for other things.
Yeah. I just feel like when you're with somebody,
But love was not enough in that case.
I'm
Also,
sorry
that's a
about that.
fire song. "Love Is Not Enough" by Yellow Wolf.
Yo, this is not the fucking, nah, fuck that.
Fuck, dude.
This is not the podcast that promotes Yellow Wolf.
This is not the Yellow Wolf podcast.
Fuck that, dude.
This is the Lad Boys.
Lad Boys do not sign off on Yellow Wolf. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sean?
I was gonna say something. I forgot.
I got so riled up about Yellow Wolf.
I said I was so understood.
I said.
Once you experience being understood, it's hard to go to someone else.
Oh no! So I was saying, dude, I feel like once you're with somebody who truly understands you, and you guys have spent a good amount of time with each other, understanding each other, I feel like you guys become one. Like literally become one.
Yeah, I agree.
You know what I mean? Like
I 100% agree with
you
that.
become one entity.
Okay.
No, in not okay, no sense, but you guys become one.
All right.
You guys just become that interconnected that it's.
So I have a theory, and I've had this theory for a while, and I want to see what you guys think about
So
it.
many theories, so many experiences.
Yeah,
Fuck,
I live life to the
Sick of
fullies.
it.
I live life like the fullies. A couple Spotify dollars. You know what it is, dude. I'm gonna make that stick, dude. It's sticking.
Stop to make fetch happen.
Mean Girls.
It's okay. Thank you. Moving on.
Anyways, fuck it. I'm not sure what it was.
Doesn't even go here.
So, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah, you have a question.
We're gonna switch it up real quick here, and I actually really did want to know
What was your theory?
I'm not gonna do it.
Are you kidding?
You guys really want to know the theory?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Let's do it. I got some experience. I got some Spotify dollars.
Just kidding. Good.
So my theory is, it's happened to me before, and I kind of felt it. But when you're in a relationship with a person, you guys start kind of like you were saying, you become one, but you kind of start to sync up.
That's what I meant.
But to the point of, if someone walks in the room that you know your partner would be attracted to, the both of you kind of go, and you can both feel you guys like oh shit, okay, like I know that person would be attracted to that person, and then the person that would be attracted to them now is like on the edge, right? Have you guys ever experienced that?
On the edge.
I mean,
I love that. Not on edge. On
it's
the
real.
Edge.
You gotta be on the edge, baby.
On the edge. I'm fucking
No, there.
Okay. Don't make me call you out here, bro.
No, you know what? Okay.
Okay.
I'm dope, bro.
Switch it up.
No, hold on.
Switch
hold
up.
on. And I did this all throughout the but I'm dope.
Pick up.
I might know who can walk in the room, and I might know if my girlfriend might be.
She shift up.
If this guy's an attractive person, and or everyone's attracted to this person, but I really don't give a shit. I'll even talk about it. I'm like, yo, that dude, he was hot, huh? And
But
Honestly,
you don't feel like the temperature change in a room though.
No,
You don't feel
not
that
at
connection.
all. Because honestly, because I'm usually when I'm in a room, I'm pretty dominant with my personality and whatever. I know I'm fucking cool. I'm not even thinking about that shit.
Okay, so basically, Krishan's not tripping.
I'm not tripping at all. No, I'm really not though. I really don't give a fuck.
Stick up. All right, Paradise. What about you?
Kind of similar. Like in a couple of my relationships, like even if I thought, or people I dated, whatever, if I thought someone was cute, like we would actually be like, oh, I think that girl's cute, and he'd be like, yeah. I wouldn't care.
Yeah, so you don't trip.
Yeah, because I feel like it really just depends on if you trust the person. Like, if you know you're dope, and the person you're with knows you're dope.
See, Paradise understands me.
It's chill.
When it was you
I think it's when it's insecure.
and E-Man here, and I kept saying that, you guys kept laughing at me. But Paradise understands.
I got you.
I'm not farting. This is the chair. It keeps making me sound.
So,
wait,
I'm not gonna call you out. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
What do you think?
I mean,
hold up. Sorry, before I say that, I
switch up. Go ahead, man. What's up?
But like, of course, there's like, it depends on the situation again. Like, if it's someone just passing by and you're like, oh, they're good looking, yeah, okay, move on. If it's someone at a party and they're hanging out and they're talking and you're like, oh shit, like I can feel like they're cute. Yeah, there's like a little spark of jealousy, but like a healthy amount. I would still not be tripping that.
Okay, so I guess
play devil.
I guess it's. I mean, I've experienced it, so I know it's not like something that doesn't happen. But let's try to give an example to it, right? Maybe this will make more sense. Okay. You and your significant other are sitting down at lunch, having dinner, right? Yeah. You guys are having a good time, whatever. Mm-hmm. Someone walks in, okay, that you are attracted to, right? Mm-hmm. You're a girl or boy or whatever. They notice that. They can feel just that. You can feel the energy change. That's really my theory, is that you can just feel when your partner
I'm gonna be totally
has some type
here.
of attraction.
I feel like when because there have been relationships or people I've dated who I felt like that with.
But I don't
hold up really quick.
Right.
But I think one time, I feel weird saying this, but one time when I was like truly in love, and I can say that now looking back, there couldn't have been anyone to walk through the door to make an energy change.
Yeah.
Like I might notice like, oh, they're attractive. I wouldn't think twice about it. Mm-hmm. But that was really rare. And yeah, I think maybe that's why.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't mean to throw your theories off, man. I just feel as if like, dude, if you really are,
No, you're a solid dude. I got you.
We talked about this similarly in another podcast about the chemistry. Like, can you feel chemistry with someone else? And we're like, not if you have true chemistry with the person you love.
It's okay. Like, it's okay to see another person.
So you're telling me when a hot chick walks into the room, you're not like, oh shit.
Energy doesn't.
No. Just listen.
You're saying the energy. That's just listen. Just listen.
Listen to my thing. So you're saying when a hot chick walks into a room, you don't think, okay, so my girl clearly is going to know that there's a hot chick that just walked into the room. I should now probably watch what I'm doing and where I'm looking.
Okay, you're saying energy change in that way, or energy changes as in like...
It does, but your girl's going to pick up on you moving differently because there's another girl there. That's the synchronicity of you guys' relationship.
A whole lot of drama.
Yeah. First of all, you're getting messy. You're getting messy.
This is getting too intense.
That's not.
Shit gets real out here, fam.
No, but that's not.
It's season 3, man.
When you talk about energy change, what I'm worried about, what I'm more concerned about, is being respectful. That's it. Okay. Right. And dude.
Okay, taking the nice guy route.
No, but it's not about energy.
I respect all women.
Having the energy change and shit gets different in the room and all this shit. Like, that's weird.
So no.
That's just weird to me. Yeah.
The answer is no. Okay. It's a motherfucking Loud Boys podcast. I'm not crazy. You guys comment down below if you know what I'm talking about.
Go ahead.
I mean, yeah.
That's the one thing we want to know.
But you can see an attractive person, and that goes for the boy, the girl. They can see it, and they're gonna know that person's attractive. They're gonna know not to do these things. That's just that's a given thing. But as far as saying like things change in the room, you've
never felt that before.
Like between you and your girl.
Exactly.
No.
Like are you more careful about what you do?
Okay, if an attractive girl comes in the room, right, and I'm right next to Vanessa, I'm not like.
But you're gonna move differently.
What?
You're gonna move differently though.
What?
I'm not. I don't.
Drake.
It's like I said. It's just about being respectful.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is that you move differently, and she's gonna notice that you're moving differently. Like, that's all I'm saying is that when you're synced up with somebody.
Even then, when they come in, I'm not like.
Right, but you're saying be respectful, right? So you're not gonna look at the hot chick. You're gonna look everywhere but the chick.
Yo, man, you getting messy.
She's like, hi, my name is Hey. It's nice nice.
This menu is killing me. Hash browns on a Sunday.
Ooh, I like your blouse.
Switch up.
Oh my god.
It's a motherfucking Lab Boys podcast.
Shout out to
Sean,
Vanessa. I love you, man.
Hey, shout out to Vanessa, man. That's the G. Sean, why don't you hit us with another little fuego topic? Because we only have like, what, 15 minutes left?
Fuck.
We're speeding through this one, man.
Alright, so I said I was going to bring this up.
Okay.
I didn't really go into the details today. But I just recently watched a documentary on HBO. It's called Finding Neverland.
Real quick, did you get your topic off that you were going to...
No, I didn't.
Okay, shit, we got to make time for that too.
It's okay. No, it's fine. I can do it next time.
Neverland?
Stick around for next time.
No, hold on. Okay, well,
No, Neverland. Get to Neverland.
So, watch Finding Neverland. There have been allegations against Michael Jackson for the longest time of molesting young boys. Y'all need to pay attention. If I'm talking...
Molesting young boys, got it.
Oh.
Dude.
There have been allegations for the longest time of Michael Jackson molesting young boys. Right? It's been the longest
I don't know why
time.
I'm laughing. I love Michael Jackson. So
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let's not do that.
Yeah.
I love Michael Jackson as far as dancing and singing. I grew up to Michael Jackson, right? Watching this documentary, there are two people. There are two dudes. They grew up loving Michael Jackson, and they're finally talking about how Michael Jackson molested them, right?
Shit.
This is
I'm not laughing at that.
No, you're just shit. Okay, what I wanted to ask is, one of the guys is a famous choreographer. He worked with NSYNC. He worked with Britney Spears. He defended Michael in court, right?
Okay.
He testified against the people that were going against Michael Jackson.
Okay.
Right? He defended him. He never thought there was something wrong with the relationship that he had with Michael Jackson, right? The sexual abuse.
The what?
It wasn't that for him, right? He was groomed by Michael Jackson to think that this is what people who love each other do. So growing up, he just never felt like there was something wrong, because Michael Jackson was just like a nice dude. It wasn't aggressive. But then later on, when he grew up and he had a kid, that's when he had a revelation that, you know, fuck, dude, this is fucked up. Do you think now he is going against Michael Jackson, or the estate of Michael Jackson, now that Michael Jackson is gone, right? He's switching up his story and he's suing the estate of Michael Jackson. Do you think there is something wrong?
Is this Brian Knight?
No, it's his name is Wade Robson.
Okay.
Do you think that after he testified in court already, right, defending Michael Jackson, and now he is going against the estate of Michael Jackson, do you think there's something wrong with switching up your story and doing so?
I'm gonna say no. You know, you can never really speak to how a victim of abuse should act.
Exactly.
That's just kind of the bottom line. I don't know who's in the right or who's in the wrong. I haven't read too much into the story, or to say I have an understanding of it. But victims of, you know, physical or emotional abuse, you can never tell them how they should react to something. So, you know, it kind of is what it is. I'm disappointed, you know, to hear the stuff about Michael Jackson. He's a legend, but if it is true, then, you know, I honestly do think that Michael Jackson was doing something creepy.
No, he was.
Because,
definitely.
dude,
if you watch that argument,
you don't just kick it with little kids like that. I mean, they say, like, the theory is that he didn't have a childhood, so like he wanted to be around little kids. I understand that part, but you don't sleep in the same bed as little kids. I'm sorry.
What do you think? All right.
This is really tough. On the first note of like,
this is very tough. You do. I think it's cool to sleep with
no.
Yo.
This is tough.
Switch up.
I think in respect to like changing your story, obviously it's not ideal, but like Alwa touched on, like, not everyone.
Bad timing, man. Come up with better words, team. Just like Alwa did. Team.
No one's perfect, and I can't say that I would be brave enough to say something the first time something happens and like all that stuff. So no, I don't blame anyone for taking longer to like come out with that. In the same respect, like it's really shitty because there have been murder trials where someone. You know, attests that someone's guilty and then comes out afterwards and says, no, you know what, actually they weren't. Yeah.
Or rape.
That's shitty. But if you're the victim, I think that's more shitty on you rather than someone else. I don't know.
Yeah.
But then other people are mixed up. It's a whole mess. So it's not ideal, but it is what it is at the end of the day. And And then in regards to Michael Jackson, I don't know. I grew up listening to his stuff because of my siblings, and that's as far as I know. I don't know about anything else, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, like what Alwa said, you can't really judge a victim of abuse, how they go about things. I think it's such a complex issue that there's going to be so many different ways that people cope with things or deal with things, and in due time, it's like, and you got all of Michael Jackson fans just negating everything just because he's Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't, I mean, I don't know. Moving forward, I had a point and I fucking forgot what my point was.
Do you think you can separate the artist? We talked about this before, but do you think that you can separate the artist and the actions that they've taken?
See, that's the thing. I do. I can't.
In a case like this? Because
I can still... There's a reason why after R. Kelly did what he did, right? His music spiked, right? The listeners spiked. It went up. No, hold on.
There was a reason.
Yeah, okay, first of all, I mean, a lot of people are curious and they're looking up R. Kelly, the younger generation. But he's coming back, and I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying I can separate it because, dude, Michael Jackson played a big part in my childhood, right?
Yo, okay.
All right, we can do this all day.
That's what he said.
Oh no, what I was gonna say. No, I can definitely separate it. No, what I wanted to ask. Okay, no, what I wanted to ask about the whole Michael Jackson thing.
There we go. Right? Bring it back. Let's switch up.
Bring it back.
No, so these kids were sleeping in the bed with Michael Jackson, right? Because Michael Jackson didn't have a childhood. Michael Jackson groomed not only the kids but the families, right?
Why are we blaming the parents?
This is what I'm asking.
Well,
how much responsibility or how much blame do you think goes to the mothers of the situation?
Wait, why mothers? Why not the
fathers?
Because
in this story, the mothers are the ones that took them.
Whatever. 100% of the blame goes on the adults in the situation, because when you're a child, you can't really make your own sound decision, and that's stupid. You shouldn't be. I'm so annoyed. I'm just annoyed at parents.
I think it's a little more complex than that. I don't think you.
But the mothers didn't know. So okay, hold on. So on the. I'm not excusing the mothers, but I think they were enamored too with the whole fame and the lifestyle that.
Yeah, of course, that's their fault though.
Right. So hold on, but
getting heated.
But they really did have no idea that something was going.
They had no idea that they were dropping off their kids at this person's house.
They were also there.
Well, Michael Jackson. Think about it.
Oh my God, this shit gets even more wild. So what happened? What?
So they were there too, and Michael Jackson. So what Michael Jackson would do is he would get close to the family, right? He would get close to the family, become like. Okay,
it just sounds like you're talking about yourself. Yeah, you're like, you played a really big part in my childhood. So what he would do, man, he would get close to the family, right? He would just really get in there. And switch up. Oh, man. Tell us more about this HBO documentary.
No.
This might be more rich than we thought.
No, hold on.
Oh, man.
No, he just got really close to the family, made them feel like he was one of, like, the parents' children. Can't do it. Can't do it.
Sorry, I'm just picturing you and Michael Jackson.
I never had an experience with Michael Jackson. I never hung out with Michael Jackson.
No, okay, go ahead.
So, like, he made the parents feel like he was family. He was family.
He was family. He was my family, dog.
Right, so then what? So tell me, how did the kids end up in the bed alone and the moms weren't there?
Look, he would like go to their house. He would like do all these things, make the parents feel like he was like one of their children. Like he was just like the kid's brother. Right? That's how the parents looked at him. He's family. He's like one of our sons. And then it would slowly progress to like sleepovers, right? Like, and then sleeping in his room, and then like they would like go into the room and like they would just be on the bed like watching TV and cartoons and eating candy. But then Michael Jackson like would slowly groom the children. Like he would start off by like play fighting with the kids, and then like oh okay, boom boom boom, and then like start like I'm not, you know, your penis. Like he would put his hand, like he would just slowly get there. Like there was a method. So like, but the parents they were just trusting of him because they felt like he was a son of their own. He did this with numerous families, so this was like his thing. That's what I'm saying.
The kids never said anything?
The kids never said anything because Michael Jackson, dude, you know, kids are impressionable, right?
Yeah.
And he would talk to the kids and say like, hey, if you ever say anything about what we do, I'm gonna go to jail and you're gonna go to jail and your life would be over and my life would be over. So the kids not only kept a secret because of that, but they also enjoyed their experiences with Michael Jackson. Like, think about it.
Can we just discuss one thing really quick?
Go ahead.
This is Michael Jackson's huge ass house, right? Mm-hmm. Were there really no cameras ever installed or found? Like, does that even make sense?
Don't you think Michael Jackson, if he was molesting kids, would not put cameras?
No,
I mean he had cameras, but I think that
just delete the footage or something.
Well, I mean, you have to think when you're that rich, you have a team of people that are responsible for handling these.
So now we think a team of people are involved in the molestation of a bunch of kids?
I think that there's a lot of people that are aware. Same with R. Kelly. You're not able to perpetrate these things at such a high level without having a team of people behind you. Disgusting as fuck, but it's kind of the real truth.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I think
and that's the
I do think a lot of blame goes on to the parents. That's my and
I think it's hella complex. It's easy to just place the blame on one person or like one thing, but it's really intricate, and there's a lot of stuff we don't know or understand. We're getting a couple people's perspective. It's shitty because Michael Jackson's no longer here to defend himself. But you know, it kind of is what it is.
I was gonna say, we miss you, Mike.
He was a kid. He was also a kid when he got put into this. So then it's like, well, was it his parents' fault? For like parents who put their kids into entertainment industry so young.
I mean, does
it mess their mental stability or like?
That's no excuse for a deranged behavior.
No, I'm not saying it's an excuse.
I mean, there's never an excuse for touching a little boy's penis. There's never an excuse for it. I just feel like.
He's trying so hard.
Yeah.
Just when you said that he was a big part of my childhood, just Jesus.
I just feel like he used the whole childhood thing
to what?
We gotta move on. We gotta move on.
What did you do? Oh man, we only have like 3 minutes left.
I want to make sure everyone knows that Michael Jackson was not a part of my childhood physically.
Let the people know. Tell the people they're right there.
Michael Jackson.
Oh man. Oh god.
All right. Shout out to Wade Robson and James, the other dude.
Shout out to everybody that's going through some shit, has been through some shit, is still staying strong, and continues to fight the good fight, and whatever that good fight looks like to you, we 100% support you. Do what's right, and you'll always win. Cool. It's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. I'm not sure what I was throwing up there, but a couple Spotify dollars. Hey, you guys don't like that line though? Come on, a couple Spotify dollars.
I think it's hard to say dollar.
I know, but the best artists come up with words, or like they say them differently. Like Jay-Z said barrel for barrel. Hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth.
Yeah, but you have to think dollars.
Just wait till it comes out in a song, dude. Oh, a couple Spotify followers. A couple Spotify dollars. Ooh. Now you getting it? Now you getting it? Hey, it's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast. This is season 3, episode 51. It's up to you guys if you want to go a little bit longer. We are at our 60-minute mark. We only have 1 minute.
You know what? No, hold on.
Let's save some stuff for next week.
No, let's not. Oh. Let's go into fucking Paradise's thing. Here, let's. Hold on.
Ew!
Yo, hey! Hold on.
I didn't even see it.
What happened? What happened?
Leaked on me.
Dude, don't wipe it on
It's your own fucking shit.
Hey!
Oh, it's his boogers and everything.
Oh, you. Damn. And that's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast.
Wait. Paradise gotta come back and talk about a topic. Paradise, come back.
No.
Hey, while she's in the bathroom, real quick, just want to thank our subscribers and YouTube viewers. No, super excited.
I'll be in paradise. Oh, hey, paradise.
Sorry about that. I had no idea that was going to happen. Super excited that we're even here for season 3.
Wait. No, she has a topic.
We appreciate you guys for being really patient with us. There's a lot of new things we're going to be trying this season. One of the things that we really wanted to work on, again, was being a little bit more transparent, bringing you guys into our lives. So we'll be doing a lot more of that. Also, we'll be doing this podcast different places. So if there are places, venues, businesses that you think we'd be a good fit for to film a podcast in, and they can also receive promotion from us, send us a direct message, comment on Instagram, follow us on Twitter, check us out on LinkedIn, hit me up on MySpace because it's still popping.
Wow.
Yeah, and that's what it is. Paradise, now that you've wiped the booger off your arm.
Wait, it's over the time.
No, it's not. It's not. So talk.
So are we going to do this topic?
Go ahead.
You said you had some fire for me, so I'm ready to hear it.
And way to expose all of it.
I have a few.
Oh, you got boogers on me.
No, I have a few.
I only live life vicariously.
I have a few things.
Go ahead.
But I'll touch on one. Just because you were asking.
I mean, you kind of prepped me for it. You're like, should I? Will I?
Okay, I will. So, well, this is just kind of cash. But, like, what are your... I have 2 parts to this question. One, what are your thoughts on dating people in your circle of friends?
But what are friends, really?
Let's touch on that one first. What are your thoughts on dating people in your circle of friends?
Do it.
Can I go first? I'll talk. I think it's totally fine. I've actually preferred... I actually prefer to like get to know people as friends first and then date them, so it actually works out perfect because you're like in group settings, there's no pressure. I hate dating. Like, I hate dates. They're so awkward. Like, asking questions, like, just get to know me through friends. I don't know. That's how I feel.
Oh, what do you think, man?
Dating people in your circle of friends, I say no. I don't think it's a smart idea.
Why not?
So there's a lot of cool things about dating someone. Like, I think one of the biggest things is you don't know anything about that person. Mm-hmm. Whereas your circle of friends, if it's someone that you know their past, you know their history, you know how they've been in previous relationships, it might make you have a skewed vision of them, right? Like, if you meet someone and they tell you, hey, this happened in my past, but you don't know the people that it happened to, you might look at it differently. Whereas someone in your circle of friends, you know their history and you've seen what's happened and you know the people that it's affected, the way that they moved, you might think differently. So for me, I don't necessarily think it's a good idea to date your circle of friends.
On the contrary, I think that you have a very correct vision of them. Or you
like
know
true
them.
Vision.
Yeah,
you think so?
I feel like if you, dude, when you are dating somebody and it's fueled by just physical attraction,
but okay,
that's when you're skewed.
So let me give you an example,
So,
right?
I think we're on the same page.
But let me give you an example though, right?
Give an example.
Let's say you have a chick that's in your circle of friends.
Circle of friends.
And in her last relationship, she cheated on the dude that she was with, right?
Yeah.
You think, hey, I might have a crush on this girl, but I know about her past and I know that she's cheated before. I know the person she cheated on, that was also my friend, and I saw how it affected them. So this isn't something that I want to get involved in. You switch that up to someone that you just start dating, you really like this person, and they tell you, hey, I was in a really shitty relationship before, I cheated on this person, I feel really bad about it, it'll never happen again. That's what I'm saying. Is that you're going to look at it differently?
No, I feel like the opposite. I feel like if I went on a first date with somebody and she said that...
that's not a first date.
Or whatever. I went on a date with somebody, she's not in my circle of friends, and she told me I cheated on somebody, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to take it like, yo, this shit cheated on somebody. I might not fuck with this girl, right?
Okay.
But if she was in my circle of friends, like...
You make excuses for your friends. You give them a little cushion, a love cushion, and it's like...
You just know
bit of
the
a
person
pass.
more.
Yeah.
You just know the person more.
It's my fucking Lab Boys podcast. This podcast
up.
is all over the fucking map. And it's season 3. Y'all know what it is. Again, we appreciate you guys being so patient with us. The battery just died, but we are in a heated discussion about dating your friends. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah, like dating in your circle of friends.
I just don't recommend it.
And I just feel like if if you were friends with a girl and she cheated once and you were her friend, like you would.
You try to understand.
You actually understand, and I think you have a better.
Like you can tell
understanding if it's going to happen again or not.
Yeah, like if it's out of character or if it's in her character.
Because I feel like sometimes people, I feel like you either cheat once or you're a habitual cheater. But there's no like three-time cheater. Or four. I feel like
I don't know.
That's my philosophy. I feel like
I mean, again, it could just be me. I look at it differently. If I'm dating someone and I don't necessarily know the intricacies, it might be so much easier for me to write off mistakes that happened in the past. That's me.
I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like if I know someone, I know what their nature is, I can justify some of their actions.
But how well can you know your friends and know who they are in a relationship, though?
Not that well. That's why you ask the question, is it worth the risk of...
But is that like a safety net, though? Dating your friends?
I don't think so.
I don't know why you're looking at it that way, though. It's like, I feel like you just have the best...
Maybe it takes the mystery out of it. I don't know.
I want to explain why I have actually liked dating friends, even though someone's like, well, how does that working out for you so far? Well, it hasn't worked out great.
No one said
clearly.
That.
But
no one said that.
Why are you taking shots in the podcast? See?
Here's the thing, though, is when you have your friends... You done?
No.
Okay, when you have your friends and you get to know them, you get to kind of understand them as a person. You know what their hobbies are, their habits are. You kind of get to understand them. And if you're attracted to them, like with people that I've dated before, like I've been initially attracted to them and then been their friend for a long time, whether it's like a year or more, and then we've dated. And I really liked it because it was really like, it just felt natural. And it was like how it sounds cheesy as fuck, but like they say like love is friendship on fire. That's how I felt like it was. It was like there was full.
I never heard it before.
Really? Okay, guys, I'm gonna need you guys to back me up and comment below if you've heard that love is friendship on fire.
Nobody's heard that ever. Nobody's ever heard that.
You know what?
Oh man. Was that the follow-up part or? What's the follow-up?
The follow-up part was okay. And pay attention to the wording of this. Would you ever date a friend's ex? Not your ex's friends.
What a friend's
but your
ex?
Friend's ex.
Depends.
No.
Do you guys want to elaborate at all? Like,
I would say it.
Krishan goes, no.
It depends on. Okay, so it depends on the situation. Depends on how good of friends you are with the person. It depends on how long ago.
The old friend.
The friend.
Okay.
It depends on how good of friends you are with them. How long ago they broke up. There's a lot of factors that go into it.
Okay.
I can't necessarily say I would write it off, but it's not something that I would essentially chase, I guess.
You?
I said it no.
Why?
I just feel as if like I'm not. I mean, dude, honestly, okay, whatever. If it was a long time ago and y'all were kids and shit, like whatever, it's all good. But dude, if you guys actually had a relationship, a meaningful relationship, no, I'm not. I don't. But I can't. But at the same time, if I'm in love with somebody, I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Oh, hold on, yo, you about to switch up?
I've dated a friend's ex or someone they've dated before.
Oh, you're shiesty.
No, but it was like I talked to the person too, and they talked to me. They even said they're like, I think this person's your type. It was super weird, but like it was chill because if it doesn't, just because it doesn't work out with someone that you care about and they cared about, if they care about the person and want the best for them, then it shouldn't matter if it's someone else. Like, then who's their friend?
It's also about your friends though too. It's also about your friendships. So like I also want to make sure my friendships are healthy. And you know, sometimes friendships mean more than exploring.
But like you said, if you're in love though, it doesn't really matter.
I mean, I think you just know, right, whether it's right or wrong, right? And like every situation is gonna be super different, but ultimately, like, you know, what do you feel in your heart, and like, am I comfortable going to sleep every night knowing what I've done?
It really comes down to like, how you feel about it. What about now the flip side? What about
how many flips does this question have, dude?
What about
your the fuck?
Ex's friends? Would you ever date an ex's friend? Like someone you dated.
Might smash a couple. No, I'm kidding.
Would I ever date an ex's friend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you? He's like,
dude, honestly, look. If I don't,
yo, man, we gotta cut this. Dude. Gotta cut this cast,
dude. if I'm not on terms with this person and I don't have a respect for this person.
Why are you guys coming up with like your own scenarios? Like I'm saying just in general.
Because life is not black and white, baby.
So honestly, so it would have to. It's a big.
Crying?
A little bit. This is emotional for me. So a big part of what I think that is how it ended with you and your ex. Right? Yeah. Did it end on amicable terms? Is she gonna look at you going after her friends as like this is revenge, this is spite? Those situations you just want to avoid. Right?
But why do you give a fuck in the first place about that person?
Because what?
Because I mean it's karma.
I'm friends with my exes.
No, I'm saying why do you care about if you
weird flex, but okay. Now's not the time to flex.
Her exes are watching. She's like, yeah, we are cool.
We are pretty cool. we are amicable.
We are cool.
No, there's some that I'm definitely not trying to talk to ever. But
who? What's their names? Does it start with a
douchebag in San Diego?
What's his name?
I can't say.
Hey!
Legitimately,
he definitely is a viewer.
He's a viewer. He watches us all the time and he subscribes. Was there any flip follow-up to that question at all?
But on the flip side,
now do a 360 flip.
No, my moral is if you have a connection with someone, you just go for it. I feel like there shouldn't be jealousy in love. Like if.
There's respect. There's respect, man.
But like what? But if you think you found like the soulmate, like you're gonna be like, no, I respect my friendship too much.
That's
like, no,
that's different though. But do you really think you're gonna find your soulmate in your friend's ex, and like vice versa?
Maybe because what if they were?
No,
this is
okay.
like a trip, but what if they were like put into your life to lead you to?
Okay, hold on. Y'all stop being idiots. Look,
I don't know about all that, man. That sounds like bullshit.
Dude. If it's your friend's ex and you respect your friend, you won't even let it get to that point where you are falling in love and they're the soulmate.
Hold on, don't you all hang out though? Like I feel like when I'm with my friends and like
you have a weird circle, dude.
No, listen.
You got a weird circle, dude.
I'm saying when you're with friends and they're dating people, they come out to eat food and you get to know them and blah blah. And if it doesn't work out, Mexican food. And if it's, you guys get
friendship burritos.
You hang out with your friends and the people they're dating. You get to know each other. Throughout time, you get close. And then if things don't work out and
sounds like
later on you meet up with the person and you have a spark, like you can't help it.
Why are you meeting up with the person?
I'm saying you meet the person, like I don't know, you're out and you see them, oh hey, how have you been? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh shit.
Yo, and I'm in love. I'm in love. It's the motherfucking Lab Boys podcast.
This is like that was the weirdest example ever.
No, you could be out downtown somewhere.
Oh, but downtown
on a trip in New York.
This is season 3, episode 51. We have covered love, South by Southwest, Spotify dollars.
We spent a lot of time.
Yep.
I am hanging.
Don't leave her hanging. We also talked about Michael Jackson. We talked about love. We will see you guys next week. We drop every single Thursday. Again, we appreciate you guys being really patient with us. We're still trying to work out the audio for this. One of the biggest complaints from last season was that we need to step our audio game up. So now everyone has their own mic. And we're also on Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, all that. If you could help us out, please share this video. Share it with at least one person that has not watched the Lab Boys podcast before. Our goal, as always, is to grow and share as much as we can with you. We are out this motherfucker.
Also,
my name is Alwa Gordon. Just got back from South by Southwest. Shit was lit. I got my Spotify dollars. And y'all know what it is. We will see y'all next time. Krishan, what should these people do?
No, hold on. Before we do that.
Come on.
No, hold on. I'm very thankful for y'all.
Hey, real shit.
And like always said, because before all we did at the end, we said, yo, share, subscribe, blah, blah, but it would mean a lot if you shared this video with at least one person.
He's gonna buy my shit. He's gonna buy my shit.
You know what? Okay, at least share this video with at least 2 people.
You're gonna multiply my shit. Okay.
All right. Share this video with at least 3 people.
Season
3. You gonna keep my shit.
No, hey, for real. Thank y'all for watching, and if you want to subscribe, hit that red button down below. That red subscription button right next to it is that post notification bell. Hit that post notification bell. That way you get reminded every time we release a video. This is Lab Boys, episode 51, season 3. We cover Michael Jackson.
Hey, get your Spotify dollars. Y'all know what it is. Krishan, press that motherfucking button. Let's get the fuck out of here. It's just a red button.
You gotta press the button.
You're not gonna get it.
You gotta press, no,
Sean, can you
Paradise.
press that button?
Paradise.